Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back once again. It is me, Molt. So happy to be here with you guys today. We're playing some more Clash Royale. I know this is 2 Clash Royale videos in one day. I just felt like doing it, okay? We're gonna have balloons back tomorrow. Don't worry about it. I was just playing a lot this morning and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna switch things up. 2 videos real quick and have a blast doing it, okay? So in my most recent video, you guys would have seen me talk about XBOW users, okay? And I've seen a lot of people in my clan and elsewhere complaining about how to defend the noobs that use XBOWs, okay? Because like I've said 1,000 times, I don't have any respect for it. I don't think it's a strategy. I think that it's just for someone who doesn't know how to play, they just throw it down. So I'm gonna show you guys how to defend it, how to beat it, and how to beat people who use XBOWs, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and jump into a couple of replays, and I'm gonna talk about a couple of different strategies for defending the XBOW. All right, guys, so here's the first one. This guy has been using the XBOW against me so many times, and he's just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how little skill he has, okay? So our goal here, not only are we trying to just beat him and try and go and deal damage, we're trying to defend against his XBOW, okay? So what he's doing is he drops an Inferno and he drops an XBOW. So we have to be very, very careful of that because it's just dangerous. So I'm going to drop off a couple skeletons over here as a little bit of a distraction to give me a little bit of time to drop down my barbarians and get some damage on his barbarians from my tower. So our tower is at 2,500, his is at 2015, and obviously I have 200 or a little less than 200 more health because I'm going to level up on him. But this whole video is about defending the XBOW, okay guys? So first of all, whether you know someone has an XBOW or not, you should always have an XBOW counter in your hand, which in my opinion is some sort of mass that cannot be killed by arrows. So really just barbarians. Barbarians, in my opinion, is one of the best defenses to the XBOW. We're going to see this guy drop down his XBOW right there. I didn't have it ready, so now all I've got to do is I have my knight over there. He's going to defend really, really well for us. The knight's going to take a lot of hits, and they're going to be able to come in and take it out right there with the barbarian, okay? Not with the barbarian, with the hog rider. So if you see somebody drop off an XBOW, drop off 1 to 2 low elixir cards and a hog rider, and you can take it out, okay? So that's one option. Another one, as you'll see in just a little bit, is this. He does a lot of damage right here to my tower, but it's fine. It's fine because we end up coming back. I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to deal with it. We're going to use our arrows right there and be a little bit frustrated, okay? So, but I couldn't drop down too much right there because you have to save your elixir knowing that they have an XBOW and that they could drop it in a couple of cards, okay? So we're gonna go right here and we're gonna actually use our hog rider, not as a defense this time, but as an offense, and somehow our wizard just got unbelievably distracted and was barely even able to do any damage over there, okay? So now he's got his Inferno down again. We know he has his XBOW up, so we gotta be careful about that. I'm gonna drop off again a whole bunch of little troops to distract with, so skeletons are a great distraction right there. Also, at this point, I know that he's going to drop his XBOW off on the left side for the most part because that's the tower that's down the most health. I don't know how he just cycled through his Inferno towers that quickly, but he did. So now we're just going to kind of sit back. We're gonna recalculate. There he goes again. We're going to drop off the knight, drop off the hog rider, and we're going to get the hog in there completely. Normally, he can take it down even though he's being shot. He'll lose his life, but he only costs 4, and the XBOW costs 6, so it's definitely worth it to drop your hog rider off with another card and take it out. So the knight's 3, the hog rider's 4, so that's 7 to take out that 6 card, which really sucks. But he also had to drop off a whole bunch of stuff as defense as well. He's going to completely miss with his rocket right there, which is so good for us. I say thanks, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop off my lightning spell, do a good amount of damage over there, and then we're going to get right in here, and our hog rider's almost going to take it out, but we're going to win with arrows, okay? So ridiculous right there. The XBOW is so cheap. We're going to jump into one more, actually no, we're going to do 2 more replays of a couple of different ways to defend and defeat the XBOW, okay? Alright, so we're playing the same guy again right here. And watch this, I'm pretty sure that he starts off with the XBOW on this one. He's building up, he's getting ready. Thankfully, we have our skeletons and our barbarians in our hand, which are great counters for the XBOW. So he's going to go straight down right. Where was it? Where's he going? He's letting me build up elixir right now. I don't know why. He's waiting for me to drop more troops off. There he goes, XBOW. So we're going to go barbarians over here, and we're going to go wizard. And we are just going to keep on dropping off masses because our wizard's focus. So right now, guys, both of his defenses just got completely shut down. That was, how much elixir was that? 6 and 5, so that was 11 elixir for him to do that. And then we're going to be able to get off a couple hits on both of his towers while he's too busy spending time doing that, okay? So never drop off too much elixir at the beginning of the game. Or at least that's my opinion. Sometimes it works. Maybe if you have a balloon and a freeze or something like that, you can get lucky. But I think that it's very, very hard to get lucky at that. We're going to have to drop off our barbarians here as a defense as well. Our barbarians are 10, his are 9. Not that big of a difference. Normally if something's a level up on the other one, then skill comes into play and you can take people out fairly easily. If I was down, I've beaten, I'm level 10, I've beaten 11s, I've beaten level 12s. So I don't think that the gap from 9 to 10 is that bad, but the gap from 10 to 11 is pretty significant. Like a beginning 10 against a almost max 11 is pretty significant. So here we go again. We're going to go straight to the skeletons, guys. And then we're going to, we're in trouble here, as you can see, but we lightninged it. So another counter to the Expo is lightning as well. So we had that. We didn't have anything else that we could drop off. So we drop off our lightning. We get our Hog Rider up in here. He's going to drop his Inferno off a little bit too late. Thank you very, very much for the Hog Rider being able to get through right there. And we're able to take out that tower right there. I was so tired of this guy that I literally just spammed thanks because I'm so thankful that he, that this is all that he knows how to do. He doesn't know how to play any other deck, guys. I have won and I have gotten to the top 5 and top 2 with honestly probably 4 different decks. And I'm not talking about that to try and brag or anything like that. I'm doing it to let you guys know how much more fun it is when you try different strategies and when you succeed with different strategies. So right there, I have 2 skeleton traps that distract the Expo like crazy, guys. Skeleton traps are a great distraction for mortars as well as expos, as well as any real kind of defense. Skeleton traps are perfect. You can see right now I just have a whole herd of skeletons coming in here because we have so many of them down there. So I just have those defending right now because I know he's going to drop off his expo. So we're just going to drop off more skeletons. I've got 13 seconds. I'm just going to drop off troops so that his expo doesn't focus on our tower, and we're going to have no problem whatsoever. He can leave it up all he wants to. I'm going to say thanks again just because I'm tired of it. And now we're going to jump into one more account of beating and defeating the Expo. I'm tired of it, guys, and I want you guys to know how to so that people stop using the Expo. I want the Expo to stop being used even before the update because people know how to shut it down, okay? Let's jump into one more. Right now, this is one of the only guys that I'm facing with the Expo. We're playing him one more time. He has beat me before, 2 times at the beginning when I wasn't ready for the Expo. I hadn't played an Expo in a while, so I was like, what the heck? And then he drops off his Inferno next to his Expo, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what is going on? Completely mind blown right there. So right here, we're playing off slow, guys. We know he has the Expo in there, so we got to be patient. Again, even if you don't know if someone has an Expo, let your elixir build up. Be patient. Don't drop off too much, because if you have too many troops on the board, or if you have low elixir, then you're going to be in trouble. So right now we're going to get our Hog Rider up in there. He's going to do some damage to that Inferno Tower. We're going to take that out. And our Wizard's going to crush right here. He's going to go, whoop, get out of here. And whoop, he's going to go down right there. We're not going to do anything on the left because we know we're going to defend well. So again, I'm at 4 elixir. He's at 4 elixir. I'm saving up. I'm saving up, guys. I'm playing slow until 1 minute left when you can just deploy everything rapid style. So we're moving up to 8 elixir, then 9 elixir, then we're going to be full. And again, we know it's coming down. There it goes right there. So we're going to go Knight. And then we're going to go Giant up in here. Giant focuses defenses. Then we're going to go Spear Goblins so that once this trap breaks, the Spear Goblins can take it all out. And our Giant's going to get in there and absolutely destroy the Expo. I'm going to say thanks again as we come in and just take out his tower. Completely dominate this tower right over here. Doing a lot of damage to it. The Giant is getting a lot of damage done to him, but we got that thing down to almost half health. We got a Wizard over here who's going to do some work to everything that's going on. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. So the biggest thing is to have a defense-focused troop. So like a Hog Rider, a Giant, a Golem. Golems are probably too expensive for this. But one of those and something else. So you drop down one before the defense so that the Expo doesn't shoot it. So that'd be like Knight and then Hog Rider. Because if the Hog Rider is getting shot at, then he's not going to live as long. And then once he dies, the other troop can just get distracted. So you got to drop off the first one. Expo's focused on him. And then you drop off the Hog Rider to go in and do some business. Just like I did a second ago. Knight and then Giant. That kind of thing. Another one that I actually haven't shown y'all in this video is just a herd of barbarians. So this time we're going to do different because I had to get something down. So I dropped down the giant, and you're going to see here he's going to get focused, but we have the hog rider as well to drop off and to get in there and just do some serious work. Hog rider's going to sneak through and get off a couple hits on the tower, and then we're going to drop off our wizard. Now that since we're in double elixir, he's going to go ahead, use his fire, his rocket. He's going to do some damage to the tower and take out the wizard. So that was a fair play right there for sure. Now we're going to come in with our hog rider behind everything. Only 19 seconds left, but again, all we want to do is get our lightning spell, and I'm going to go ahead and drop that off right there. And then now it's just time to defend for 10 seconds. So we're just going to drop off random crap over here. Giant right in the middle. He's going to be able to stay alive for 5 seconds and just drop off more. And I'm going to say thank you one more time. If you face somebody who uses the XBOW, and see, here's my thing, okay? If someone uses an XBOW as a defense, go for it. I support it fully, all right? But if you aren't good enough to get troops to the other person's tower, that's the only reason you're going to use an XBOW. That's the only reason you're going to use a mortar, because you're not good enough to get troops to the other tower. The developers of this game, guys, they don't want that to be the kind of play style. They want it to be troop combat. The reason defenses are in there, like in this game is based off of Clash of Clans, right? And the Inferno Tower, the XBOW, the mortar are all what? They're all defenses, okay? They're not offensive buildings. And I don't think that they were created or brought in this game to be an offensive building. Now, again, use the Inferno. Do it. By all means, use it. I think that that's great. If you want to use your elixir to defend your base, do it. Okay, if you want to be more defensive player, because I'm a slow player, so sometimes I can be defensive, but I just don't use defenses. I don't know. I love this game. I love the fact that there's so much strategy and that there's so many different ways to win. There are so many different strategies that people can use, and that's exciting to me. That's so exciting. Like, I literally switch up my deck probably once every 5 games. I throw in a new card. And when I see people continuously use XBOWs just to do, like, that's their main source of damage to a tower, I think that's kind of cheap, and that's why they're nerfing it, because the people who made the game agree. They agree with it, and that's why they're fixing it. So, for those of you that are like me, and you want to see people use strategies and be skilled and not noobs and not use the Inferno Tower, or not, Inferno Tower is fine, not use the XBOW, then use these, take down the XBOW. Let's get it to where people aren't even really using it that much before the nerf anyways, because that would be absolutely epic to just completely shut it down. Thank you so much for watching. There's a little bit of a rant in here, but hey, I've been talking about it for a while. Some of you guys are getting annoyed with me for talking about the XBOW, but the team agrees with me, guys, and they don't want it to be used like that because they are defensive. They're defensive buildings. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys very much. If you enjoyed or you learned something, make sure you hit a like. Make sure you hit the like button for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, make sure you keep calm and you clash on, all right? See you guys later. Peace.